I want to... I'm wearing my Lolita outfit today. Different to the one well, the top is different. I'm gonna go over there. I'm sorry about it being dead dark. You know how it is, so it's dark. I'm gonna go put this lovely bag of rubbish. Different tops, same legging things. Tights and skirt with different tops, and I was wearing a jacket with it as well. The hell was that went over there? Was that a bird? It's more looks at the some messages popping through. I'm gonna put this rubbish in the bin. I'll be right back. This rubbish is here. And I've got this nice drink today. Clean rum and cola. It's got this nice sticker on it, but it's a nice drink from Holland and Barrett. Clean low alcohol. So I guess I was allowed to. That's just, it tastes like cherry cola, you know. Just take a sip, it's nice, but then after a while it just kind of, taste becomes a bit bland. Right, I did have some stuff to talk about in this thing. Oh, I can't remember. Oh yeah, I was thinking about a story, something that happened to me many years ago, and it got me thinking about a certain thing, and I posted this certain thing to Phoebe, so some of you might have seen the video. I can't remember if I made it public though. I don't think I've made it public yet. Yeah, because it's not monetized yet, because for some reason when I upload things to this from the phone to YouTube, it's not it used to automatically be monetized when you uploaded anything, whether you uploaded from the phone or the computer, but it doesn't anymore. I don't know why. So now I have to upload it, make it private or unlisted, and then go on the computer to monetize it, and then make it public. So that's quite inconvenient. So those two videos, but I'm going to basically tell you about these two videos and what happened in them, and then you'll get to actually see the videos straight up. So as long as I stay in the frame, it stays bright, but if I go out of the frame, it goes dark. Or if I move around. Can you still hear me over here? It's gone dark, see? Don't do that. If I stay here, it stays like... What is that? That's bird. Oh, it's birds. I thought it was like bugs floating around my head. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you about a story then. Okay, so when I was... I don't know how old I was, but I must have been about 20 or 21 or something. Nightclub on wheels again. So it was like I think it was like the first nice day of that year. Very, very warm day, very sunny and everything. And I had to go to the local shops. Now this was back in the days when I didn't really make a sort of day out of going to the local shops. I used to just go to the local shops and maybe just walk around the block and then back, because I wanted to go out for a bit longer than just popping there and back. Because I hated doing it. to get something at the local shops. So I used to just go around the block. So this day I wore this sort of sailor style dress. I guess you might say like a navy style dress. It was navy blue with the buttons and everything. Really pretty, kind of shortish. Stuck out, nice. And I felt really nice that day. You know, I felt attractive and everything. I felt good. I was in a good mood. The weather was nice. I thought I was looked good. So I went there, and then I went that way, and then I went to the street, the back of the house. Like I say, that's round the block then. So basically it's 2 blocks. You know, us, and then the Reverend's wall and property next door. So it was that street over there, sort of at the side of their property, but the back of this one. And I walked past this white van. There was like a white van and a man talking to an old lady. Obviously he was doing work on her property, or at least it's a property, like next to hers perhaps. And she was like, so he started talking to me and chatting me up. And I thought, oh, this is nice, isn't it? I'm being chatted up because I look nice. Ha 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 ha. He started saying creepy things like, oh, do you want to come in my van, and do God knows what. I don't know. He just, oh, come in my van, and the old lady was right there, and she just went, oh, okay, well, you know, I see you're chatting her up. Oh, I'll leave you to it then. And then she went, and I was like, oh, thank you, Mrs. So you didn't think there was anything wrong with what he just said? Telling me to go in his van? Oh, do you want to come in my van with me? You didn't think there was anything wrong with that? Oh, okay, then. She just buggered off. So, okay. So I was like, no. And he continued to talk to me, like asking me where I'm going. I said, I'm going home. And he said, oh, I'll walk with you then. I was like, no, you don't have to do that. I'm okay. Now that you've creeped me the feck out by saying come in my van or whatever, I'm okay. And she was like, oh no. So he said, oh, I'll just go put this in the van. And so I just like started to, oh shit. And I was wearing heels so I couldn't run off. I sort of tried to walk on as she was doing this, but he came next to me, and as he was, you know, next to me, he was like saying more inappropriate things. Like, he said, how old are you? And I decided to tell him that I was 50. Ha ha ha. That didn't put him off. That was kind of red flaggish as well. I mean, just talking to me in that way is red flag and disgusting and inappropriate. He kept following me, and I didn't lead him home because I was going to go like main road, and then I was going to come like here on my street. But I decided to carry on that way. But actually, as I got to my street, he said, oh, shall I think leave you alone? I was like, yeah, I think that would be best. I'm like, why didn't I just tell him to F off? To F off. I'll say F off. Why didn't I just tell him to F off? I wish I had, like, oh, you're being creepy, F off. That would have been good, but no. I decided to just, I don't know, interact with him for some reason. And I'm like, why did you do that? Now I'm like, at this point, I'm like, why did you do that? And this, I think, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think if that happened to me, now I would say, you're being creepy, can you go away? Like, it would have been okay if he'd have just sort of come up to me and maybe asked me out or something. I mean, we all know that all blokes' intentions is to have sex, but, like, you know, shouldn't you want to have a relationship first? Shouldn't you wait and see what happens? Like, dude, desperate. Like, just creep. It's just like, that's what you call a creep. And so he fucked off. But I, like, just to be safe, I just kind of carried on the main road. So I basically circled the same area again, then came back this way. Obviously, I didn't go back on that street. I kind of wish I did. I don't think I didn't. Did I have a phone back then? I don't think I had a proper. I didn't have a smartphone back then or anything with a camera. I probably had a camera, but I don't think I had it with me that day. I don't know. I wish I had so I could have recorded. See, now this For everyone who criticizes me for recording and thinking I'm weird, there's things like this are the reasons why I record. I record for my own safety when shit like that happens. When people are going on about me fucking being weird recording. Jeez. Like I say, I'm convinced that people all try and... It's like they're all collectively saying I'm weird to kind of make me feel bad. Like me around recording them, do they? But it's not because they just don't like being recorded. It's because that they know that they've even done something bad in the past, or they intend to. And they want to discourage people like me from recording. Even though there's CCTV everywhere. But they want to discourage me from being another. So that's what I reckon that's about. And it's disgusting. So I won't stop, because I know exactly why they all try and put me off from recording and calling me weird. Because they're all guilty of something. And like I say, they're just doing it to try and put me off. Make me feel bad about it and stupid. So I will stop. But I won't stop. Because I'm a stubborn, rebellious Muthafuka. And you people just make me want to do these things more. By the more you sort of try and put me down and make me feel shit about myself and small and bad and weird and strange, the more I kind of want to do more fucking out there weird shit just because you don't like it. I'm just kidding. Actually, I do it because I like to do it. I'm not like that, actually. I mean, I'm not the type of person who just rebels for rebelling's sake, like just do something different or just to do something to piss someone off. Everything I do is because I like doing it. But yeah, I am more determined to do things that I already know I like doing if people don't want me to do it. Sometimes I get put off a little bit, but then I think, well, why should I give it up? Why should I give up doing what I love? Because these people have a fucking problem with it. That's not my problem. Their problem is they don't like to be recorded because they're all criminals. And they're guilty of something. Or they're about to be guilty of something. They're planning on doing something bad. So that's not my problem. But I'm going to still record. So there. I record for my own safety. I record in case something happens while I'm out. And it's really useful to get something on camera that if something bad happens. Hey, Easter, at last someone comes on who chats. Everyone else has been, like, silent. Lurking. Probably the fucker weirdo shitheads from around here. Probably the same fucks who have banged the fence. Don't worry, I'll be sure to stab you with it if I ever see you on this property. I'll use that very fork. Because I know that you returned it to send a message, so I will send you one straight in the fucking chest. So you better watch yourself. I don't give a fuck about being, you know, arrested. Someone on my property. I need to defend myself. I'm gonna do it. I don't care about the law. I don't care. I know I haven't done anything wrong. If I have to defend myself, my mum or my property, I will do it. Screw the consequences. So just be warned about that. Just be warned that you will die if you step forth on my property. It's just a warning. It's not a threat. You will die. Yes, because just remember, if people die, yeah, no one will ever know. No one will ever know if people die on this property. Yeah, you're right. I'm so weird and twisted and deranged. But also, just remember, you people have made me this way. In reality, without assholes like you, who come to harass us for no reason, I'm actually a nice, civilized person who would never think about killing anything or hurting anybody. But when people treat me the way I've been treated all of my life around this area, I get this way. They bring it out in me. So just remember, addictive. It's because of you people. Never forget this. You must never forget that in reality, both me and my mum are normal, civilized people who just like to dress nice. Got a problem with that? Hey. Got a problem? If so, it's your problem again. Nobody else's problem. Not my problem. This sun, isn't it? Damn those hooligans. Yes, I feel great now I've said all that. I just had to get it out of my system. There, give me things right. Too bad I'm not a child, really, because I could get away with everything. Like they do. That's why they do it, you see, because they know that nothing can touch them and shit, you know. Yeah, that's what they've done, probably. It's probably an adult. And they've probably enlisted a child to do their dirty work for them. It's probably Don Hands. But you know, they've got the vendetta about the fact that they think that we abuse dogs now. You know, the kind of abuse whereby you treat them well for years, you feed them well, you play with them, you give them lots of attention, you play with them, you give them lots of a garden space to roam around in, you take them for walks, and you know, do everything like, oh, you know, my mum got him like every food under the sun. She got him, oh no, how many treats did you guys remember? How many treats did she used to give him? How many treats? Like fucking 4 after every meal. Like every time he'd been out here, it was 4 treats. And then after every meal, it was 4 treats. And then at the night time, she gave him like 50 million pieces of ham. Oh yeah, that's abuse for you. Terrible people we are. You know, that kind of abuse. And lots of healthy food as well, not just any old cheapo crapo tin dog food. We gave him the best, all the grain free and organic and all this stuff. And you know, you saw him, he looked healthy, didn't he? Oh my god, that was scary. Fuck you. Sorry, I'm not supposed to swear on YouTube. I'm just saying that because that's a bad omen, isn't it? It's a bad omen when like birds hit your window. And that scared the shit out of me because I didn't even see. Why are they so stupid as to bang into the window? Like, they should know it's there by now. They've lived here about 1 million years, these pigeons. They're so stupid. Whoever said that they're intelligent is wrong and they're dumb. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by that freaking terrifying. When he was not feeling very well, and he was not eating very well, we got him even more different kinds of varieties of food, and we spent like God knows how much money on these, what are they called, like memory foam beds, because he's getting older, and things because he probably was becoming incontinent, mats and nappy things for him, so he didn't have accidents in the house. And my mum was like, oh, don't tell him off if he has an accident. And then, oh, he starts to get that. So we, you know, take him to the vets, you know, to have him sorted out and stuff, you know. They thought we weren't feeding him. They need proof. I've got proof. I've got videos of us trying to feed him and him refusing to eat. We've got like a mountain of dog food in there that I could show these people. I need to take a picture of the mountain of dog food next time I see Donna's shithead. Say, look at this. Don't tell me I wasn't feeding him. Here's the picture of the mountain of dog food. Feckin' Egypts. Anyway, back to the story. How the hell did we get diverted? Went from talking about pervy, creepy weirdos to this. Hey, I'm sorry. I get carried away. I'm so evil. I'm the kind of evil whereby when people piss me off, it annoys me a bit. Oh, thank you. is nice tights, yeah?
Nice taste, yeah.
So yeah, sorry, back to the story. Okay, so once upon a time. So that was the end of the video. That was the end of the incident. Now, because I remembered that last night. Oh, this poor can.
Oh.
Because I remembered that last night, it made me think about how, like, these days, like, I've actually heard it, I've watched videos of it and everything. I can't remember, like, there was a few types of videos. One was Better Bachelors videos, and there were some others. And just like certain things, like, apparently they've complained about men asking women out, like going up to women, I suppose, when you're out and about, like if you're out shopping or something, or maybe it's a bar or a coffee shop or whatever, a cafe, just out and about anywhere, doesn't matter what it is, whether it be night, day, pubs, clubs, or just out shopping. They even made it illegal. I think they made it like illegal, sort of illegal, for a man to approach a woman and ask her out, or for a man to approach a woman and compliment her. That's really shit. Like, that's taking it too far. But I wouldn't mind that. Like, if that white van man, had just started chatting me up and complimented me, and then maybe asked me out or asked for my number or something, that would have been fine. That's totally acceptable to me, and should be to other people as well. I mean, you get people who don't like it, but don't make it illegal. Don't ruin it for everybody, just because there's a few that feel uncomfortable if a stranger bloke approaches them to compliment them or ask them out. Most people don't just go up to you and do that. Most will just start a conversation first and then ask you out, and start a conversation and compliment you at somewhere in there. That's fine, don't you think? I swear that just moved. So that annoyed me. It's like, why aren't the feminists, if they're going to make stuff like that illegal, that's just dumb. Like, I can't believe they actually were able to get that made illegal. But if they're going to make anything illegal, shouldn't it be them being inappropriate and perverted and talking to you about cocks and sex and stuff? That should be the thing that's made illegal, or at the very least inappropriate. Oh, some big cracks. Not just them asking you out in the first place, or approaching you. I decided I wanted to write it somewhere, but I didn't know where. I didn't really care. It could be on Facebook, my blog. I thought, well, nobody reads my blog, so there's like no point in really writing it there, because no one will see it. But I thought, either Facebook or Phoebe I could put it on. People would see it. Now I thought I didn't really think that what I put was offensive, so I thought I'd get people supporting me and agreeing what I say, and maybe even just like having a normal civilized conversation about it. Of course, you don't get that on Phoebe. As soon as you mention things like feminists and stuff, they immediately, and if it's not like singing their praises, they immediately think it's offensive and they start going on with themselves. And I'm not going to put specifically what was said, because I've already made a video about that specifically, and I will it is uploaded, but I will make it public soon. Okay. I don't think I could walk around the garden with this, because it's probably going to cut off or something. I just want to walk around the garden one more time before I go in, because I'm going to go in now, and I will show you guys my latest art. That'll be fun, won't it? Hello, Anks and Newman. They are good, aren't they? I've got some better ones. But they're healed, so I couldn't walk in those. Nice outfit. Wow, compliments. Outfit, wow. I got some compliments today. course, men wouldn't do it, but apparently it's okay when women do it, so women do compliment me, but men don't. Men don't approach me. Yeah, I basically said, like how are we supposed to date? How are people supposed to meet each other and get to know each other and date each other if men can't approach women? And one of the blokes who was nice and commented said, "Oh, why did they have to ask you out? Why don't you ask them out?" And I'm like, that's not really the point. But yeah, I have asked out men before, and they just basically give me the classic line of that they already have a girlfriend. You know what that means? It means they don't, because it's not possible that every single one of them has a girlfriend already. I've asked out a few and they've all said the same thing. I really doubt that, so I was a bit skeptical at the time. Or I was just sort of thinking, oh, so everybody round here is taken. I thought, nah. And you're right, they're just probably doing what I was told to do. My mum told me to do that. That if I was ever asked out by a bloke who I wasn't interested in, to just tell them I have a boyfriend. I thought that was dishonest, and I wasn't going to do that. But then I realised I think that's what's been done to me, actually. So now I'm just like, oh, I can't. Well, you're right. It's a bit nerve-wracking to just go up to total strangers. It's kind of okay if you have a conversation and it feels natural and everything flows and it's all nice, you know. And they're obviously interested and you like them and stuff, and then you ask them out. And I ask them out. But I think that just like going up to someone and just randomly asking them out can be a bit nerve-wracking. But I have done that. It did work a couple of times, but I will admit the ones that I did have luck with asking out or asking for their social, I didn't ask them out, but you know what I mean. I asked for their like contact details, like their number or whatever. The ones I was successful with, who must have been single unless they were lying, they turned out to be creeps. They turned out to be creepy and weird. So remember, I met these people in real life. It became creepy. So I've not had any luck that way. So they may have not rejected me and they may have actually accepted me, but they've still turned out to be creepy weirdos, and I don't want that shit. I want somebody who's gonna be, you know, talk to me like a normal civilized human being, and we get to know each other before talking about sexual things. Like, why would I want to talk about sexual things with a total stranger that I've just met? Somebody or they're not total stranger by now, but they're like, you know, virtually a stranger, and they are, you know, I don't know them very well, and I don't know if I like them that way yet. Everybody's gone, yay! So yeah, I thought that was. So yeah, it wasn't the point. And then some girl, she started going on. She said, "Oh right, so feminists are to blame then because you get rejected when you ask people out." I'm like, no, I never said that. I never said that. I said that no one will approach me. Blokes, men won't approach me to ask me out because feminists have made it illegal for them to do so. It's nothing to do with me asking them out. Obviously, that's my choice, you know. If it's illegal, I suppose I've committed a crime then by asking people out. But I think, ew, what's that? I think it's only illegal for men to ask women out. I don't think it's illegal for women to ask men out though. So that's why the comment made no sense when they thought I meant that apparently feminism is to blame because people reject me when I ask them out. No, I'm not blaming feminists for that at all. I'm only blaming them because it's something I heard on a video where they talk about what feminists are doing lately, and they said that they have got up in arms about men complimenting women and asking them out. That's it, really. So they've complained to the point where they've actually made it's inappropriate and illegal in some places. Apparently one of the places is here, I think. I mean, I've never heard of that, to be honest. days ago, a woman asked me out just to go to the pub. Pretty normal here. Yes. And another person said something about strangers, like something about, I'm not gonna, you're not gonna want to someone to approach you if you don't know them, or something like that. Something about not bothering with someone if you don't know them or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was like, how are you supposed to get to know anyone, to be friends with them or date them, if you can't approach a stranger to talk to them? That's dumb. That you all start out strangers until you talk to each other and then get to know each other. It's kind of how it works. You're not sort of born knowing everybody that you know, are you? You're not sort of born knowing everyone that you're going to know in the future. So it's like, oh, you're born and you're immediately introduced to all your school friends that you're going to have in primary school and kindergarten school and high school and then like college and then university and then the people you're going to date. It's not like these people are just going to be all picked out for you as soon as you're born. Maybe that happens in Indian culture, I don't know. Something like that. That would be awesome, actually. That would be brilliant. That would be like really easy if we could just do it like Indians do, where they just arrange everything. Yeah. Can someone arrange it for me? It'd be a lot easier. My dad to set me up. Someone needs to do this. Little do you know. So there you go, problem solved. Seeing as how in this day and age nobody wants to talk to you, and nobody wants to know you because you're a stranger, then okay then, there's nothing I can do then. So I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone. So I guess I can never be friends with anyone because I don't already know them. That logic is just so weird. Again, how are you supposed to make friends if you can't talk to strangers? What? Even when they tell, children that, like, don't talk to strangers, it's like, what? Literally everyone is a stranger. Except your family. So by that logic, you go to school and you're like, don't talk to any other kids. I know the logic is don't talk to strange grown-ups. But actually what kids should be told is don't just go off with strangers. Don't go in their cars or their houses. Don't go off with strange adults. Or strange kids even. That's what they should be told. Don't talk to strangers and don't accept sweets from strangers. It's like rude. And kids always talk to strangers. It's so weird. It's okay, the parents are around. I mean, nothing's gonna happen. Just as long as you don't go off with them. That's all the kids need to be taught is just don't go off with strange adults. Or like I say kids, because kids could be useful, couldn't they? An adult might say, oh, go befriend that kid over there and then lure him into my house, our house, or whatever. They might do that. They could do that, couldn't they? Just like probably someone around here has enlisted one of the kids to come and rob the house. Okay. I'm going to go and lock the gate now. Before the shitheads come. Although, maybe I should leave it open for them in case they want to return the rest of the stuff. Kill them. It's too bad I didn't see the purse. It's too bad my mum was the one. Really? Well, they are risking it a bit, considering they always go on about how I'm a wolf and how scary I am. They are risking it coming into my house, don't you think? Don't you think? Risking it a bit. Oh, can't wait. If they're planning it again, I can't wait. Can we? Oh, they can't come in now. I wonder if there's anybody there. Let's go. Oh no! How dare you! See, when they're out there, they can sort of run away and get away. But in here, I'm sure I could trap them somehow. They come in here. We need to plan how we're going to capture them. Make sure they're never seen again. What's Lolita? Oh. Stay out of my house unless you're invited. Let's get the mafia on them as well. I'm gonna have to close this door and then I won't be able to see. I know. Lolita is basically, it's like sort of Victorian fashion, but it's more young looking, like short, colourful outfits and stuff. But you can get ones that are darker colours as well. There's a different patterns and stuff like this one. And then you've got, I think it's classic Lolita, where it's sort of more neutral colours like beiges and browns, whites and blacks and just normal colours. Then you've got gothic Lolita, where it's more gothic style. So there's a few different ones. It's just a style of clothing. Not the usual Victorian, because it's not the usual long dresses, but it's, you know, shorter versions. Shorter versions. It's very nice and pretty. Okay, I'm just going to take... So I've got a jacket here as well that I didn't get to show you. I'm going to go in now. It's getting quite a long stream now, so I'll show you the cute art. And then let's delete this live streams. Here's Squash. And then we got Floopers Mew. Mew. Floopers the Mew. Cute. Okay, so I'll take this upstairs. Ah, Floopers. Oopie oopie. What, I can't find my phone. I'll take that up then. Might be upstairs still. Let's take my stuff upstairs. Floopers the Mew. Floopers the Mew. I'm gonna take my makeup back upstairs. Return it to where it belongs. There's not really a lot I have to show you, but I've got some stuff anyway. Real quick, because I really want to do dinner. It's a bit bright in here. There isn't too much of a glare. Oh, it's not too bad. I'll put that there a minute. So I'll show you what it looks like with the jacket on. With the belt. Okay, so that's that look. Okay, now let's turn it round. Oh, I'm going to take my shoes off, I think, have a break from wearing that. Why is one longer than the other one? That's weird. Okay, so I have not drawn like a heck of a lot since the last time, I don't think. But there's a few. There's that one that I did show last time, but I'll show it for those who haven't seen it yet. Little Princess Puppet, his foot just wants to play. Look at its cuteness. Isn't it the cutest? With the cutest face. And the cutest paws. Little paws. Hello. Hello. Bloopers. And I could just do that. 'Cause I done it right this time. Nasty ways. The fluff rolls over playfully. So fluffy and cute and small. Mate. That's him doing this. He wants to try and feed the pups. Shows them male teats. Think he could feed them. There it is, close up, and for once it's not going too blurry. Look at the faces. Yay, it's not going blurry. Doing more. I really was pleased with his face in that one. Oopsie. One of them is hidden by the wing. Wonder why it's not going blurry this time. Just because, you know, I want to do it this way every time. Playing with the bigger fluffer. Bigger fluffer. Bigger fluffer. The fluffiest. That looks like Jack as a fluff. The fluff mode. And then this one. Middle purrs. Look at the fluffs. Lil purrs. Now it's going blurry. I think I have to tap the screen. Why do they look so faded? That's it. And then just these ones that I drew. Fluff riding on bigger fluffer. Oh no, how cute are they? Bigger fluffer, puffer, fur, puffer. Fluffer, puffer, fluffer. Okay. It's a shame that's it then. Now, which one of these diaries was I reading from? Let's read some more. A productive day. Yes, I managed to throw out some stuff today. Get rid of some clutter. I organised this shit behind me, believe it or not. Hey, I did that thing that you and Mum told me to do. Put stuff in boxes. Now I've got stuff in boxes. You know, still in the way, still looking like a shithead. A shit tip. Doesn't really do much. I don't know where I was up to. Oh, got some lovely stickers. Just trying to find something interesting. This is boring. Okay, it was annoying. It's like cross between. Oh yeah. I remember this. I think maybe I read it after. To throw stuff out as boxes. I know they do, don't they? Everything in the boxes have just gone shit. I've thrown some boxes out and some stuff out. Some stuff. Well, I found in one box a load of plastic and like packing stuff that my mum obviously wants to keep, you know, just in case we send things back or send things off, you know, stuff like that. My Little Pony. That's my favourite one. I'll put it there. Ew. The hell is that? It won't go away. Go away. It is handy. We don't want to save all of it though, do we? It's too much of it, really. But I've saved some. Post office supplies. You don't need post office supply worth. No. It could be useful, but as I'm trying to get rid of stuff, and I just don't know what to get rid of. Or how to get rid of it. I mean, it's just like a random picture frame up there. Lovely mountain of stuff. All the mods here. Oh yeah. I didn't notice that. Oh, who else is a mod? Oh yes. I read this one to you. I read that one. Could go wrong. The house. I read this bit to you, didn't I? This. This is the bit where I was just going on about the computer and how it was taken into the shop. And it's been in for 2 weeks. What time is it now? I don't even know what time it is. I need to keep an eye on the time because I need to, well, I just need to heat food up, so that's okay. But my food, I have to sort of, you know, put it in a pan and everything. I've been obsessed with pizzas lately, so I got myself a 10-inch pizza yesterday, you know, when I went out. Oh, yesterday was a disaster. I forgot to mention yesterday was a bit of a disaster as well. So I got up late and went out late. And there was no pasties in the co-op, so I ended up going to Asda instead. But when I got there, the cafe was closed. It never even occurred to me that it would, you know, close early because it was a bank holiday. So I went all the way to Asda for nothing. So I decided to get, you know, the crumpets from there and go back. And of course, I went to the co-op and got myself a coffee, and then went to Yamas for I just had a 10-inch pizza because I really wanted a pizza. So yeah, it was a bit of a disaster. And because it was late at that point and had been out for, you know, like my usual amount of time already, from going all the way to Asda and back and then doing what I did at the co-op, I ended up having to just eat it into Yamas. I didn't get to go to the park. And then it peas, z's, z's. No, I had a plain one. Oh god, this is making me sneeze. Oh. Here's one of the parcel packing. Look at this. I do keep some of them. I wonder what this was. Jewellery, there's a load of... this will probably have been my cream, maybe? I forgot what cream it was, but... a cream. Like a Chinese herbal cream. Because it's got some Chinese names on here. So yeah, I think this is the kind of bag my mum would prefer me to throw away, so I will. I wants me to get rid of by the door. And this was one of them, but I pinched this because I was going to send... I've forgotten his name, but he was on the stream last time, and he was asking me if I sent off his parcel yet. And I said no, because I couldn't find the item. I thought I knew where the item was. I wasn't able to tell him that, though, because at the time when he asked me, I was in the living room, and my mum was talking, and she was on the phone to someone, if you remember, the EE people, I think it was. So I wasn't able to tell the bloke I couldn't find it.
unfortunately. So he'll probably think that. I mean, I did email him afterwards to say this stuff. I said I couldn't find it after all, because I thought I knew where it was, but apparently I didn't. Well, I looked in the place where I thought it was, and it wasn't there. But anyway, I found a similar item. I mean, it's what he wants, but it's not the one I was going to give to him, so... Because I've got a few of them, you know. I've got a few of them, so I had to pick one. But I didn't want to part with them, so... I found one that I don't like anymore, so I'm going to send it to him. And I was going to put it in this one. I found a better packaging. So that's all packed up, ready to go. Because I had to route when I got home. So I'll have to send that off on Thursday, I guess. I'll send that off on Thursday. But yeah, that could be useful. But now I don't need this anymore, so I'll get thrown away, that one now. Entree. Terrific. Okay, I think this one's more interesting. Free, you get served the worst service. Because the amount of times our computers go wrong, it would cost an absolute fortune if we had to pay. And so we just have to put up with however annoying, frustrating, and long the service is. He does it on purpose because he doesn't get anything out of it in return. Free service, you get the worst service. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I had a margarita pizza because actually I had a margarita because everything was taking too long at the cafe last time. So I said, so what is available? I said, is the the margarita one available? And she said, yes. They're freshly made. So I had a couple of those, and I found I really liked them even more than the pepperoni, so I decided to have a couple of those. Anyway, I've been dreaming about those ever since, so the fact that I couldn't have them because it was shut, eat now. I'm getting that way now, I'm getting hungry now, so... Oh yeah, I managed to get my breakfast today. I managed to go to my favourite cafe and then get my breakfast as well. So I'm happy about that. Just not happy that I couldn't get my second cup of coffee at Sainsbury's because the cafe's closing. But I'm not sure if they're opening another one. I'm not really sure. Their sign didn't make much sense. It didn't really make it clear what was happening, if anything is happening, but it's, closing. Yeah, I have got one pizza slice left. So yeah, that's good. So I ate most of it yesterday. Like the first, maybe 3 slices while I was there, and then another couple for supper. After dinner. Oh, you're kidding. Why is there a piece of yuck? A piece of yuck on my picture. Oh, it's really bright. Little fluffer ruffle pup. Oh, I'll take pictures of these because the light's good here. I like the pizza slices you can get in grey. A mini margarita. Oh. Yeah, it was just a 10-inch one. I thought any I didn't eat straight away, I could save for later, or the next day. So I've got one more pizza slice for the next day. It's no good that, I need more. I might be able to go on Thursday. Okay, now I better go. See you later. Margarita. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and become a Patreon. Shit.